It's a very tough call, and I mean, I recognize I am on the news side where we have that tool available to us, which, let's be honest, it's not one that we really relish using. I mean, certainly on national security journalism, it's indispensable, but I think most of us would like, in all cases, to get people on the record, and we do press for that. I guess it goes back to the question of who is the author, and if you're trying to determine whether or not this is really important, that has to go into the calculation of whether you grant the anonymity. So if it is somebody at a very senior level, if it's somebody who works for the president or high up in the vice president's office or somewhere very high in the management, as opposed to a deputy assistant secretary level, maybe you make that call and say, look, this is anything that everyone knows we're going to shield.
That is something. I will have a bigger problem with the Times decision here if it's a mid to low level person.
Anonymity is poison.
I would be shocked.
Yeah,
but right. I mean, I do think that
if it were because we all know that when you give somebody anonymity and when you give somebody anonymity about this, you are putting your own credibility on the line. It better
be fairly high. If it's mid to low level, it becomes, then all of a sudden it looks like the Times was trying to stir the pot.
And the president will be empowered.
Yes, he will.
Anonymity is poison on Twitter, online. But as to the Woodward book, people as varied as Ari Fleischer and Paul Begala have stepped forward to say that over the years, although, of course, the Nixon crowd has great trouble with the final days.
By the way,
great trouble with the final days.
Begala and Ari both pushed back at the time at Woodward books.
But they all say he does his homework and he knows how to report. And I think Shay made this point. I'm not sure, and you'll have to tell me, Ruth, whether op-ed editors have the same, you were mentioning Karen Tumulty earlier, if you report a column, do they have the same antenna for just straight BS from someone who...
Let me tell you something about...
That's why they pay me the big bucks.
In fairness to you, James Bennett, you and I both know James Bennett really well. I've known James Bennett a long time. He was the editor of The Atlantic when I worked over at National Journal. That dude is high-end journalism. So he is high-ethics journalist. I would assume this is a high-level person.
So he knows what he did.
He knows. This is a just like Ruth was a practicing journalist for a long time before he became an editor. Hello, YouTubers. If you're watching this, it means you've checked out our channel, so thank you. Now do me a favor. Subscribe by clicking on that button down there. Click on any of the videos to watch the latest interviews and highlights from MTP Daily and MSNBC. You can get more Beat the Press content every morning in the First Read newsletter. If you're tired of content that you don't know anything about where it came from, you don't have to have that problem with us. NBC News, MSNBC, MTP, and the Meet the Press mindset right here for you on YouTube. Subscribe now.